Hello. In this entry, I'm going to talk about why I think online reviews sometimes doesn't really matter. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about why online reviews doesn't matter, and I'm going to give you to preface the story. A few days ago, my left foot out of nowhere started hurting a bit, and my I was actually sitting down right here at home. It was a Monday night. Today's Thursday. Give you background, and all of a sudden, it was like a bit painful on my left foot, like I sprained or a stress fracture of my left foot, and I had to make an appointment to see a doctor. First, I didn't know if I should go to my primary care doctor or not, or do I just go to a podiatrist, or who do I go to? I really didn't know. I asked my sister for some advice. She thought go to your primary care doctor first, but then I called my health insurance and they said, based on the plan, I can just go to a podiatrist without needing a referral. So that saved a few dollars because there's a copay on both the primary care with my insurance as well as a specialist. Specialist is a few dollars more on my plan, but that's just how it works. So I was able to go directly to a podiatrist and ask the insurance company where do I go. They showed me how to use their site. I also asked if they still do the virtual stuff where they used to use Babylon app, which is like Teledoc. Teledoc's a big one here in the U.S. And apparently they no longer use Babylon. So I said, who do you use now, Teledoc or someone else for virtual visits? They said no, no virtual visits, but they're working on it. I said, okay, you're working on it. So anyway, I tried calling the first place near me, and they picked up the phone. I think they said medical or something. So I started asking if they took the insurance, and they said yes. They have, and all this other information. So I start saying um, what's wrong, and they said, "Wait a minute, who are you looking to see?" And so I said the person's name, and they said, "Hold on a minute," and they entered in the person's name, and they said, "Oh, they don't have an office here. They have it in Midtown." I said, "Wait a minute. How'd you know?" I said, "Oh, they're in the same network of doc. They're in the same affiliated with the same company or something, or hospital network." But it was far from home, and I don't want to have to go too far, especially when my foot is, it's like I'm walking, but I'm walking like almost like a limp. Almost, it's like half strides. Instead of you go like this walking, I'm doing half a stride walking. Yeah, it just looks a little weird. And I think what happened is I didn't replace my shoes fast enough, and I think my shoes gave uh, was the cause of it, but I'm not 100% sure. Because it was weird how it happened much later when I was at home. I I really don't know. So but that's so I ordered new shoes, but that's beside actually the shoes I'm getting are sneakers that look like dress shoes. It's because for work I'm trying to do my best. And about the online reviews, so the first place, she had really good reviews, and and but I didn't want to go that far. The second place uh, I looked at had terrible reviews, but then I looked to see what their reviews are. It had great reviews of the doctor and this and that. The bad reviews was the place looked like it was not orderly, But then I looked to see it was a totally different address. So what they were complaining about was an office I wasn't even going to go to, and it had nothing to do with the actual services rendered as well. Yeah, so it just seemed like a mess, but it's the closest to me, so that's where I'm going. Then I looked at another one who had really good reviews, and they said the doctor was great, but then one person said they messed up his billing and they were really nasty to him because they don't take his insurance. And they did take his insurance, but there was a billing error. And that place, they had pictures of the office, and it looked more like an art studio with like an art installation saying "I love feet." I thought that was a bit silly, but that's why it's like when you review stuff online, it's not always about the actual services rendered or people have a personal vendetta. It's you see the weirdest stuff on these review sites, and usually when people review stuff online, people usually don't review when they have a good experience. They only focus on the negative, and you're not going to please everyone in any service oriented field. It's just impossible to please everyone. So that's why most of the people who are going to post reviews are going to be negative, and it might be the stupidest things. Anyway, I'm wearing this sweater. It's actually there's a story behind it. Um, I get clothing from this, well, not company, but this ski resort. Here we go, Mad River Glen. Um, it's actually I get it from my parents. My father used to ski. He's retired, both from work and skiing. Oops, sorry. That's oh well. Virtual background doesn't work. My green screen ain't working. Oh well. Um, there we go. So, with the story of this sweater is every year he gets gift cards because he doesn't go ski because he's a part of a Matter Glen's a co-op, and he has shares in it, and he prepays to X amount of dollars a year, and then he can use most of it to ski. But since he doesn't ski anymore, he gets gift cards, and then it's a hassle to get stuff. We have to make an order every year, so I have a bunch of these sweaters now, different colors. I was wearing the red one that's also from Mad River Glen, that I've maroon red. I've worn it on the on the videos before. That's where I get them. But what's weird is I can't use wear these sweaters at work because they have logos, and that's doesn't look too professional. It kind of reminds me of Fetterman, his dress code. He likes to wear stuff like this, and now in the chamber, you can now they changed the dress code just for Fetterman. So I remember hearing about uh, one of the reporters went to a fancy restaurant dressed something like this to see if he can get a table, and of course they said no. You need to wear you need to dress up. You can't just be wearing like a sweater and jeans, And he's like, why not? This is what they do in Washington. You can. What about Fetterman? He's able to wear it just like this. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, um, like, share, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.